Welcome back to the Formula One World Championship in 2025. Verstappen! Lando Norris is the Formula One World Champion!
Okay, be honest. How many of you have a boyfriend, a brother, or a friend who just disappear on Sundays to watch cars driving in circles for 2 fucking hours?
This time he gets there, he locks up and he makes contact.
I'm not even going to get into a radio fight with the other teams, Max.
And when you ask them about it, they say F1! Like maniacs with crazy eyes. Do you understand why? I mean, I don't. For the longest time, I thought Formula One is just rich guys racing fast. But then I actually sat down and I watched a race and it hooked me. It's not just about racing, it's about drama, strategy, technology, and a fair bit of gossip. Number 1, the basics. So Formula One is the highest class of international auto racing for single-seater Formula racing cars. But that sounds boring, no? Think of it as the Olympics for motorsports. There are 10 teams with 2 drivers each, so basically 20 drivers in total, and they travel the world, racing on different tracks every week or 2. And the goal is simple: be the fastest and win the championship. But achieving that is unbelievably complicated. There are actually 2 championships going on at the same time. One is the Drivers' Championship for individual drivers who scored the most points over the season. And then there is Constructors' Championship for team that scores the most points from both the drivers. And this is where the real drama starts. Your teammate is your biggest rival because they are in the same car as you. And if they beat you, you have no excuses. And it gets spicy. Part 2, the format. An F1 weekend is not just a race on Sundays, it's an entire festival. Let's break it down. Friday and Saturday morning is when the practice happens. So this is where the teams test different setups on their cars, they gather data, and the drivers sort of learn the track. It's almost like studying for a final exam. And the teams have 3 sessions to get it right. Saturday afternoon is when the qualifying happens. This is pure adrenaline. It's a knockout session that determines the starting order for Sunday, and it happens in 3 stages. Q1 is when all 20 cars drive and the slowest 5 are eliminated. Q2 is when the remaining 15 drive and the slowest 5 in them are eliminated. Q3 is when the top 10 fight for the pole position, the very front spot. And it's all about one perfect high-speed lap. The sprint weekend. Sometimes they shake things up with a sprint weekend. This replaces some practice with a shorter second race on a Saturday. It's about 100 kilometers, no pit stops, flat out racing. Think of it as the appetizer before the main course. Sunday, the Grand Prix. This is the main event. And the race distance is about 305 kilometers. They line up on the grid, they do a formation lap to sort of warm up the tires, and then they watch the lights. There are 5 red lights that come on, and when they go out, the race begins. Who actually wins the weekend? It's all about the points. And here's the math. Only the top 10 drivers get points. So the first place gets 25 points. The second place gets 18 points. The third place gets 15 points, and so on and so forth until the 10th place, which gets only 1 point. And if you come 11th, you get 0. Nothing. It's brutal. There is also 1 bonus point for whoever sets the fastest lap of the race. But, and this is a big but, you only get it if you finish inside of the top 10. If you're in the last place and still manage to get the fastest lap, sorry, no points for you. And for the sprint races that I mentioned earlier, only the top 8 get points. So it's 8 points for the first place, down to 1 for the 8th. It sounds small, but championships have been won and lost by just a single point. Part 3, the jargon. Pit stop. This is where the driver comes in to change the tires. A team of about 20 people change all 4 wheels of the car in just 3 seconds. Blink and you'll just miss it. The flags. The marshals use flags to communicate with the drivers. Yellow flag is danger, slow down and no overtake. Blue flag is a faster car is coming to you, move over. The meatball flag. This is a black flag with an orange circle. which means your car is broken and it's dangerous, so fix it or retire. Black flag means you are disqualified and you need to go home. Safety car versus VSC. So if there's like a big accident, the safety car comes in physically, it bunches everyone up and it erases any lead that the leader had. But if it is a small incident, they use the VSC. VSC is the virtual safety car. This is used where everyone drives slowly, but the gaps between the cars remain the same. This protects the leader's advantage. Part 4. Why we love the drama. Ultimately, F1 is a soap opera playing at more than 300 kilometers per hour. You have huge personalities, intense rivalries, teammates who hate each other, and underdog stories. You have the young guns trying to dethrone the veterans. You have legendary teams like Ferrari trying to get back on the top. And then you have the incredible human element of all of these drivers pushing their bodies and minds to their absolute limit. It's about the spectacle, the noise, the speed, the stories behind the helmet. So next Sunday, instead of rolling your eyes, grab a coffee, sit down and watch the start. Pick a driver with a cool helmet and just see what happens. You might actually find yourself yelling at the TV too. Let me know in the comments who your favorite driver is and I will see you in the next race.